Hey, this is Blake from the Gig Harbor Fly Shop. Today we are going to tie up the tropical Clouser, and I've done a couple trips recently where this fly has really come in handy. And I love sight fishing for tarpon and bonefish and permit, absolutely for permit. But there are days when the clouds come in or different situations come up where you might just be blind casting, and this is probably my very favorite fly to blind cast if I'm in the tropics, especially in the Caribbean. So we recently had a trip where it wasn't even from the conditions of the weather. Our guide got sick and he couldn't even pull the boat. There's a video about that. You can check that out. We'll link it right up here. But this fly saved our bacon, man. We had to just bank fish for a little bit because the guide was so sick he couldn't even stand up. So he just laid in the boat and we just hooked a bunch of snook, hooked some tarpon, hooked some jacks, a bunch of stuff. This is an excellent fly. You can fish it all over the place. So let's get into kind of a material overview and then we'll tie it up. The hook we're using is the SA270 from Ahrex, and this is the 2/0. I do also tie this fly with the 4/0 as well. I like these red size large double pupil lead eyes. For the 4/0, I jump up a size. These are the ones that I've been using. Let's see, these are extra large for those. And then white bucktail, some chartreuse bucktail, and then some chartreuse chroma flash. And this stuff is just incredible how it glows in the water. I love this stuff. This is the secret ingredient to this, what otherwise would be a very typical Clouser. And I like to tie it so it's a little bit longer, so it kind of has like a tail on the fly. But I'll show you how we do that here in just a second. Let's get into it. Lay a thread base with 6/0 Vivus white thread. Next, we're going to attach the dumbbell eyes with a series of figure 8 wraps. And then we'll attach the white bucktail. Cut the tips, wrap back up to the front, and then next we're going to tie in the chartreuse chroma flash. So flip the hook over. I pull out about 6 strands of chroma flash and then I fold it over and then cut it. Sometimes I'll lick the strands just to make them manageable. And I'm going to tie it in halfway, kind of right in front of the eyes. I'm going to wrap back so that it will kind of tie it in a little bit further back down the hook shank. And then now we'll put in our chartreuse bucktail. Tie the bucktail in just right in front of the eyes. Couple strong wraps. Cut the rats. Finish the thread off to make the head look good. Whip finish to tie the knot. I like to do a couple whip finishes. And then this UV fluorescing fly finish. I like to put this on the top of the fly, and I put a little bit into the kind of the butt sections of the bucktail because then I can kind of hold the bucktail in place and then glue it down where I want it. I'll put some on the white thread as well. Sometimes those toothy critters in the tropics, you know, they can rip your thread or shred up your material. So I like to try to make the fly a little bit more durable by putting this glue on there. The secret to the fly is having that flash extend beyond the tail because it will move a lot right there. Okay, there it is, the chartreuse and white tropical clouser. This thing can save a trip. If you're down in the Caribbean, the weather turns foul on you, make sure you have some of these in your box. I mean, I usually have 4 or 5 of them in my box ready to go in each size. Sometimes I never use them, but when I do, it's pretty incredible. We got links below with the materials linked to our website. There's free shipping on orders over 50 bucks. If you found this video helpful, give it a like so other people can find it too. And we would love to hear from you in the comments below. If you fished one of these in the Caribbean, give us a fish story. We'd love to hear it. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one.